Welcome back to the show, everyone. I'm host one, and today we're talking about something that touches all of our lives, every single day: weather.
And I'm host 2. Great to be here. Weather is one of those topics that never gets old because it is always changing, always affecting our plans, and always giving us something to talk about.
Exactly. Today's episode is a friendly introduction to weather and some simple words and expressions you'll hear all the time. We'll keep it practical, clear, and easy to follow.
And maybe a little fun too, because weather is more interesting than people think. One minute it's bright and sunny, and the next it feels like the sky has changed its mind.
That is a perfect way to say it. In fact, weather changes very quickly these days. Some mornings begin warm and clear, and by evening, you're wondering whether you should have brought an umbrella.
Speaking of clear skies, today's weather is sunny and bright. Sunny means full of sunshine, with lots of light and warmth.
And sunny weather often has a positive effect on people. It can make you feel awake, active, and energetic. It's like nature is turning up the brightness level.
I like that comparison. Sunny days can feel like a fresh start. People often walk a little faster, smile a little more, and somehow even their coffee tastes better.
That's true. Now let's look at yesterday's weather. Yesterday was cloudy and a bit windy.
Cloudy means covered with clouds, so the sun is hiding behind a gray sky. And windy means strong winds blowing around, which can make the air feel more active, or sometimes a little uncomfortable.
Right. When the weather is cloudy and windy, it often feels like rain could arrive at any moment. It creates that suspense, like the sky is preparing for a surprise.
Exactly. You look outside and think, maybe I should not trust this weather too much.
That brings us to a very common English expression: it's raining cats and dogs.
A colorful phrase, definitely. And just to be clear, it does not mean animals are falling from the sky.
Thankfully, no. It means it is raining very heavily. If someone says, it's raining cats and dogs, they are describing a strong, heavy downpour.
It's one of those idioms that makes English interesting. Instead of just saying heavy rain, the phrase paints a vivid picture in your mind.
Exactly. And speaking of weather preferences, people often have very different opinions about what kind of weather they enjoy.
Some people love rainy days because they find them calm and peaceful. Others love sunny days because they feel cheerful and lively.
And then there are those who prefer winter, cold weather, and a cup of coffee. That combination can feel cozy and comforting.
I completely understand that. There's something nice about cold weather when you can wrap up, hold a warm cup, and enjoy the quiet atmosphere.
On the other hand, humidity is something many people dislike.
Definitely. Humidity is when the air feels sticky or damp because it contains a lot of moisture. Even if the temperature is not very high, humidity can make the weather feel uncomfortable.
That's a good explanation. It's not just about heat, it's about how the air feels on your skin and around you. Humidity can make a normal day feel much heavier.
Now let's move to an important practical word: forecast.
A forecast is information about the weather in advance. In simple terms, it is a prediction of what the weather might be like later today, tomorrow, or in the coming days.
Think of it like a weather preview. Before you step out, you check the forecast to decide what to wear, whether to carry an umbrella, or whether you need a jacket.
And today's forecast says it might get a little chilly in the evening.
Chilly means slightly cold. Not freezing, but cool enough that you may feel the need for an extra layer.
So the advice for listeners is simple and sensible: carry a light jacket.
That's a very practical tip. A light jacket can be the difference between feeling comfortable and spending the evening wishing you had listened to the forecast.
Absolutely. It's always better to be prepared. Weather can change quickly, and a small decision like bringing a jacket can make a big difference.
Before we wrap up, let's quickly review the new words from today's episode.
Great idea. First, sunny means bright and full of sunshine.
Cloudy means covered with clouds.
Windy means strong winds blowing.
And forecast means information about the weather in advance.
Simple, useful words that help us talk about daily life clearly.
And they also help us notice the world around us more carefully. Whether it's sunny, cloudy, windy, or chilly, weather affects how we dress, how we travel, and even how we feel.
That's right. Weather is more than just a background detail. It shapes our routines and our mood.
So today we introduced the topic, looked at sunny and cloudy conditions, learned the meaning of an idiom, talked about preferences, checked the forecast, and got a practical tip for the evening.
A full weather conversation, and a useful one too.
We hope you enjoyed this episode and learned something new along the way.
Wherever you are, enjoy the weather and take care.
Thanks for listening, and we'll meet you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.